Everybody, I was doing some browsing on this Hayward Poolvergnuegen 2-wheel cleaner. This is the cleaner I have in my pool, and I was just reading through some of the documentation because I find these kinds of things interesting. Anyway, if you check out the manual, I was browsing in here and I noticed something interesting, and I think you will too. Down here, after I'm looking at some of the spare parts and things, and I was reading about the tire options. And you can see the normal super hump, etc. And then I noticed this, super hump. Two supers, really, I was intrigued. And you know, you can get a number of different tires from smooth to a very small hump, and then the regular super hump, which is what I normally purchase, the 4000-143. But this really intrigued me, especially since I have a couple of drains at the bottom of my pool where if the vacuum rides right onto the center of it, it does have a tendency to get hung up. Even the regular super hump knobs aren't able to sort of climb their way off if it gets on at just the right kind of perfectly centered angle. Anyway, I do intend at some point to change the drain covers, but in the meantime, these really intrigued me. So I went on a search to see if I could find these. So let me just show you the original super hump, and you can always tell when you're getting a genuine part in two ways. One, if it says Hayward genuine parts on the back, but also if your tires come, and you can see that there's this U.S. patent number D429393. You can even Google patent search that number and you'll find it. Anyway, this is a regular super hump, slightly worn down. But it's not that old. I tend to go through tires quite a bit just because I have a Pebble Tech pool, and so I'm going through these tires. Enter, though, the super hump. Take a look at that thing. Spanning a massive 5 tines of wheel here. You've got this very, very wide hump to help navigate yourself away. Height-wise, I was checking out the height, and height-wise, I think these are about the same. Factoring in that this other one's a little bit worn. But width-wise, I mean, there's no comparison about the width of that knob. So if you're having some trouble, I think this will help you make your way off of some strange obstacles. I mean, that's really what these are designed for. This is part number, all the same kind of beginning numbers, but they end in 679. You can see that. Well, I lost the page I was on, but oh, there it is. Yeah, the full part number is here, this 89, 658, 4000, 679. Super hump. But yeah, I was able to find them on Amazon. They are a bit more expensive than the other standard Hayward ones, but for the value, I mean, I'm really not going through tires because of this. This seems to, you know, wear fine, and it gets around the pool just fine. What eventually gets worn is this gets worn just enough where the cleaner can't get off of my drain covers anymore. And then I end up having to buy another pair of tires. But it's like I'm going through tires at a much faster rate. So even though these are more expensive, they might last, I think, quite a bit longer as far as getting off of obstacles. So anyway, I really hope that helps somebody. That is definitely an interesting size. And it's pretty, you know, solid. So hope that helps someone if you're having some tire obstacle issues. Take a look on Amazon for that part number and see if you can find it. But anyway, super hump. Thanks for watching.